The story begins with a vivid depiction of a world spiraling into corruption and wickedness. Humanity, initially created in the image of God, has turned away from righteousness, indulging in violence, greed, and depravity. The harmony that once defined the earth is now shattered, and the cries of the innocent rise to the heavens. The narrative establishes a cosmic perspective, with God and his heavenly hosts observing the escalating chaos on earth. This prelude not only highlights the moral decline of humanity, but also sets the stage for divine intervention. Amid this backdrop, the heavenly realm is introduced as a place of order and divine decree. The Watchers, a group of angelic beings tasked with overseeing the earth, are part of this celestial hierarchy. Their role is to observe and guide humanity, ensuring that the created order remains aligned with God's will. However, the growing sinfulness of humans begins to affect even these celestial beings. The narrative hints at a subtle tension. The Watchers, though angelic, are not immune to temptation. This section also introduces a recurring theme in the story: the contrast between divine perfection and human frailty. The Watchers, despite their divine origins, will soon face a test of their obedience and integrity. The stage is set for a dramatic conflict that will blur the boundaries between the heavenly and earthly realms. The cries of humanity and the corruption of the earth foreshadow a pivotal moment of reckoning, both for humans and the Watchers. The story takes a dramatic turn as the Watchers, led by Semyaza, make a fateful decision. Semyaza, a prominent angel, becomes the leader of a rebellion against their divine mandate. The Watchers, numbering 200, are captivated by the beauty of human women. Their desire to abandon their heavenly duties and descend to earth grows stronger. This decision is not made lightly. It is accompanied by a binding oath taken at Mount Hermon, a significant location in ancient tradition. The descent of the Watchers marks a profound breach of divine order. These celestial beings, once guardians of humanity, now choose to forsake their heavenly posts. Their pact at Mount Hermon is both a symbol of their unity and a testament to their defiance. They are fully aware of the consequences of their actions, but are driven by their overwhelming desires. This act of rebellion is not merely a physical descent. It represents a spiritual fall from grace. The narrative vividly describes the Watchers' arrival on Earth. Their presence is both awe-inspiring and ominous, as they assume a form that allows them to interact with humans. The union of the Watchers and human women is depicted as a perversion of God's design, a mingling of the divine and the mortal that has far-reaching consequences. This section sets the stage for the birth of the Nephilim and the unraveling of the natural order. The sin of the Watchers is multifaceted, encompassing both their relations with human women and their dissemination of forbidden knowledge. The narrative describes how the Watchers, now living among humans, take women as wives and bear offspring. These children, known as the Nephilim, are giants and men of great strength. They are described as heroes of old, but their presence on Earth is far from heroic. The Nephilim are agents of destruction, consuming resources at an alarming rate and spreading chaos. In addition to their physical union with humans, the Watchers corrupt humanity by introducing forbidden knowledge. They teach human skills and secrets that were never meant to be revealed. Azazel, one of the leading Watchers, imparts knowledge of weapon making, enabling humans to create instruments of war. Others teach sorcery, astrology, and the use of cosmetics and jewelry. While these teachings initially appear beneficial, they ultimately lead to greater violence, vanity, and idolatry. The corruption spreads rapidly, affecting every aspect of human life. The Watchers' influence transforms humanity, amplifying their wickedness and severing their connection with God. The earth itself becomes polluted, as the Nephilim's insatiable hunger leads them to consume animals, crops, and even human flesh. The cries of the oppressed and the suffering rise once again, signaling the need for divine intervention. The corruption unleashed by the Watchers and the Nephilim reaches its peak, engulfing the entire earth. The Nephilim, with their immense size and strength, dominate humanity, establishing themselves as tyrants. Their appetite for destruction knows no bounds, as they devour livestock, crops, and eventually turn to cannibalism. The earth, once a place of abundance, is now a wasteland, struggling to sustain life. The Watchers' teachings further exacerbate the situation. The knowledge of warfare leads to endless conflict, while the use of cosmetics and adornments fosters vanity and deceit. Sorcery and divination open the door to occult practices, severing humanity's connection with the divine. The cumulative effect of these actions is a world teetering on the brink of collapse. Humanity's cries for help grow louder, reaching the heavens. The narrative emphasizes the profound impact of the Watchers' actions, not only on humans but also on the natural world. Animals, plants, and the earth itself are affected, highlighting the interconnectedness of creation. This section serves as a poignant reminder of the consequences of disobedience and the ripple effect of sin. The cries of humanity and creation prompt God to take action. The archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel are summoned to execute divine judgment. Each archangel is given a specific task, reflecting the gravity of the situation. Michael is tasked with binding the Watchers and casting them into the abyss, a place of eternal torment. Gabriel is assigned to deal with the Nephilim, ensuring their destruction. Raphael is instructed to bind Azazel, the chief corrupter, and bury him in the desert. This act symbolizes the removal of evil from the earth. Uriel, meanwhile, is sent to warn Noah of the impending flood, a divine act of cleansing that will restore the earth. The judgment of the Watchers is swift and decisive, reflecting God's justice and mercy. Their rebellion is punished, but humanity is given a chance for redemption. The narrative also explores the Watchers' perspective. Realizing the consequences of their actions, they plead with Enoch to intercede on their behalf. Enoch, a righteous man and a prophet, becomes a mediator between the Watchers and God. Despite their pleas, God's judgment remains firm, underscoring the seriousness of their transgression. As the judgment unfolds, preparations for the flood begin. Uriel delivers a message to Noah, instructing him to build an ark. This act of obedience and faith sets Noah apart as a beacon of hope in a corrupt world. The ark becomes a symbol of salvation, preserving humanity and creation from total destruction. The flood is portrayed as a necessary act of cleansing, purging the earth of the Nephilim and the corruption caused by the Watchers. It is both a judgment and a new beginning, marking the end of one era and the start of another. The narrative emphasizes the importance of faith and obedience, as Noah's actions ensure the survival of humanity and the fulfillment of God's plan. The story concludes with a series of prophecies and warnings. Enoch, having witnessed the judgment of the Watchers, receives visions of future events. These visions include the final judgment, where evil will be completely eradicated, and the establishment of God's eternal kingdom. Enoch's prophecies serve as a reminder of God's sovereignty and the ultimate triumph of righteousness. The narrative ends on a note of hope, despite the destruction and chaos. The promise of restoration and redemption is a recurring theme, offering reassurance to humanity. The story of the Watchers and the Nephilim, though tragic, serves as a powerful lesson about the consequences of disobedience and the enduring mercy of God.